Hello family, come on in if you will and if you can, and when you come in I want you to share this video. I'm going to try to go over quite a bit of things as fast as I can, so that you all can get a full complete understanding of where we are and a full complete understanding of where I believe we go from here. So I'm going to wait for you all to come in. Again, share it. Hello Miss Nini. Hello D. Hello Latoya. Hello Diari. Come on y'all, keep going, keep coming. Since it jumped that fast, I'm going to wait till it hits 2,000. And then I'm going to begin to share some very important things with you guys about where we are. And I'm asking that y'all bear with me, and I'm asking that you all keep encouraging people to share, and you keep encouraging people to make sure that they watch this from the beginning. I'm gonna try my best not to be too wordy, so that people can do just that. Actually go back to the beginning and it not be like a long video that nobody wants to watch. So you all, I want to first of all again say good evening. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jedediah Brown, and I want to talk to you guys about a few things and about what's in my head. I've been taking the whole day to get things in order and to assess things and to ponder on things. And so this is where I'm at. The first thing that I want to do is I'm going to expose what has happened, because there's still, I'm sure, a lot of questions to what's taking place, because a lot of us have been lost. A lot of us have been confused, and it's time for us to get some clarity. And so before I do that, I want to make this really clear. I want to say a few things before I do that. Number one, what I have really learned about leadership is that it is a lonely journey and it is a hard journey. And oftentimes it is an unpopular journey. And in that, you take a lot of hits. And in that, you may lose a lot. In that, you're always under scrutiny, because you're always visible. But what I want to say to you guys is that there is a part of leadership that is not often taught anymore. People always talk about leadership as it relates to standing in front of people or leading something or being the face or being the voice. But you know what true leadership is? Real leadership is about sacrifice. It's about denying yourself for the sake of those who are counting on you. And so today I get on here in my understanding of what leadership is. And in that, I'm making a sacrifice. And I understand that there's going to be a lot of things that may come out of this. There's going to be a lot of foolishness that may come out of this. But I think that the public needs to know what's going on. So the first thing that you all need to be made aware of is that I am not mad at Mother Teresa on no level. And I looked in that woman's eyes, and I got a good feel for who she is, and I got a lot of discernment. And as I've stated numerous times, but I have been concerned about the people who are surrounding her. And I know that she's going through a very tough ordeal that I could never, ever imagine or be able to articulate. And in this thing, you guys, we have done something that is truly unprecedented. And what I mean by that, when I say unprecedented, is that at least from my generation, this has never been done before. Literally, people all over the world have come in connectivity and contact with each other under the same, under one voice, one mission, and one purpose. And that was to get justice, because what was made available to us, we could not have peace with, nor could we rest. And so, what I'm asking you guys to do is to be patient. Again, share this video. I'm telling you guys what happened. There was some young ladies who came with an agenda to disrupt and to diffuse what we had built. I'm related to one of those young ladies, and I am not going to give her any more attention. I'm not going to say her name, just like I don't say 45's name. But I'm not going to give her attention. But I'm going to tell you that I'm related to this individual, and she has accused me of a crime that is so disgusting and heinous. And I say on the record again, there is no way in hell that I would ever do what she has accused me of doing. But in this, She has manipulated this situation, and she has become the reason by which things has been diffused. And how did she do it? There was a young girl who was in this from the beginning. Her last name is Brown. I have video. I have messages. I have witnesses. There was a young girl who was in the crowd telling individuals that she was being molested. And she said that it was by men that were on the bus. When she brought it to me, I said to her, we must deal with that because I can't have that kind of thing going on the bus. And before I could deal with it, the women that were on the bus had begun to tell the many different versions of this that she had shared. Now, I hadn't met this girl before this moment. And so this girl came to me and said that she was Kanika's best friend. And I asked her to tell me about Kanika. She said some things that I thought was strange. And so when she said that these gentlemen were molesting her on the bus, somebody says, no, bro, I need you to listen. Oh, this is my bro, Dante. I need you all to listen. I know that this is hard. I know people are going to dissect this and pull it apart and do whatever they want to do with it. But again, I'm sacrificing for the bigger picture here. Listen to me. It's not an explanation. It's exposure, man. It's exposure. So I need you to listen. And when this girl came to me, I said, I'm going to address the gentleman. I asked her to identify him. She refused to do so. I told her that I was going to go to the authorities. She begged me not to do so. And I said, because you told everybody on the bus, because you told me, we have to address this. And so when I was going to get the authorities involved and she would not comply, I knew that at that moment something was wrong. And I could not pursue it if she didn't want to pursue it. So then people would have come to me several times after and would say, this girl has been saying things that make them uncomfortable. Her last name is Brown. She told individuals that she was my sister. Again, I have messages. I have recordings. I have pictures. Please listen to me. Please listen to me and hear me. And y'all be patient before you rush to judgment. And because I'm explaining this. And she was telling all of these things. And Noah Brown is not her real first name. And so her last name is Brown. She has a different first name. But I spoke to her family today. And I'm going to have her family come on. And they're going to share some things that I think that the public desperately needs to know. And this young lady then told people that she was the best friend of the family. I recognized something was strange because she never interacted with the family. She was very standoffish. And so I come to find out that she went and told Mama Teresa that I had raped her. And Mama Teresa, if you looked at her life, said, I'm sorry for anybody's child that's experienced any pain. And I'm saying this to Mother Teresa on the record so that you will do whatever you will do with it. Mama Teresa apologized because of what was said to her by this young lady. And she became uncomfortable. But what happened after that is that there was another young lady named China Fox who came with an agenda. She came to destroy my credibility. I didn't know where she came from. She looked somewhat familiar, but I didn't completely recognize her. And so I kept asking her, what is your name? And she kept saying, she said, you know who I am. You know who I am. It's all on video. And I said, I don't know you. Just say your name. And when I left that night, I felt very uneasy. And so I asked somebody that I know, said, did that girl look familiar to you? And it was a young lady that I went to school with. Her name is not China Fox. And this young lady, I remember in school, hated me because I loved Jesus. She hated me because I loved God. She hated me because I loved the church. She wore all black. She was gothic. And she always hated me because I walked around the school with a bubbly personality and I always loved God. China Fox connected with this young lady. She has used her platform to spew lies and hatred, hate-filled messages, but I didn't understand. No, would you please listen? I didn't understand why she was doing this. And then it all came out. My cousin, my relative, this young lady said that I molested a young boy her son, her biological son. And that's why I said on my Twitter feed. That's why I said on my Twitter feed. Every mother that had a child does not mean they didn't have a wicked heart. All mothers are not the same. And there is insurmountable proof that her son meant the world to me. And he loved me very much. And literally spent his summers with me, his weekends, and every time she felt tired. We practically raised him together. And so she has been very upset because her mother, my auntie, loved me and favored me. Her son loved me and favored me. He definitely loved his mother, but he definitely loved, technically, his cousin. He held me as an uncle because that's how he was raised, but ultimately he became my uncle. And I'm going to put this for your hearing for all of you all that's trying to dissect foolishness. Listen to me. My cousin, whom I loved when he transitioned, for some reason I didn't understand why she bugged up on me. I didn't understand her approach. I didn't understand her refusing to allow our family to honor him and to have a service for him. So I, out of my own relationship and with my own platform, asked my friends to donate so that we could hold our own memorial service for him. Because we all had our personal connection to him and he meant the world to us, and we could not believe what she had done and not allowing us to see him, to pay our last respects, or to get an understanding of what happened. Now, if that accusation has any validity, Mama Teresa, ask yourself, why has my cousin only popped up with these accusations when I'm visibly moving something in society that's making a difference? Any mother who believes that an injustice was done to her child would not just wait till things are in the media and blowing up and moving and people are celebrating and people are moving forward to come out with those kind of accusations. They would never stop. They would never stop fighting. They would never stop pressing. But she only shows up whenever there is something moving forward. And so she says, well, Jedediah Brown is not his real name. His real name is something else. And she is absolutely correct. My name was not Jedediah Brown when I was born. My name changed legally. Here is my legal name. I'm trying to get it to focus. Jedediah Brown. Jedediah Brown is my legal name. But what does it matter that my legal name was changed? And what does that prove? My name is Jedediah Brown. It changed because I met my real father, and my name that I had was not what he said God told him that the son that he knew he had was supposed to be named. And if you know about my name, my first name was Daryl Eugene Coleman. It means beloved of. Jedediah Brown, Jedediah means beloved of Yahweh. And I am very proud of my name. And I hold it, and my father will get on and attest to that. My mother will get on and attest to that. So why am I coming with this information? Because I am ending your reign of terror on the momentum of things moving forward, cousin. And what you've done in this situation is completely wrong. And so, Mama Teresa, I know that she is in your ear. I know that this China Fox girl and this young girl have made you afraid and skeptical and apprehensive in dealing with me. But there's no reason why I would come on here and do this. It gained me nothing, because the whole world saw the work we put in, and we were literally getting messages of love and support all around the country. But why did I make this sacrifice? I made this sacrifice, Mama Teresa, because I recognize what you're going through, and I recognize all the stuff that has been in your ears. But I want to tell you something. Your family stole my heart. When we were on one accord, we were literally unstoppable. What we accomplished in this, again, was completely unprecedented. Your daughter, Kanika, I promised you that I would not stop until you told me to stop. and you looked at me and said you would not forsake me. And that's why I didn't understand why, even with this news that they gave you, why didn't you come and talk to me? Why didn't you come and ask me about this? I have nothing to hide. I would have told you this. And so many people have been hurt. So many people have been let down. But I'm going to say this. Mama Teresa got on here and didn't even say what was really in her ears. And I appreciate you for not getting on social media and spewing the lies and the hatred that, guess what, everybody has been seeing the whole time. And so they told her lies and they deceived Mama Teresa. And so that's why am I getting on here? I'm getting on here because for the last 2 weeks, Kanika has been my entire life. And not only did I tell you that I wouldn't give up, I also prayed and I asked God to expose. But how can I rightfully ask God to expose if I stop showing up? How can I rightfully? How could I rightfully look up in the sky and tell your daughter that I will give whatever it takes for us to find justice? You know why? Because none of us felt comfortable with what we saw. I didn't even know you. When I went to the police station, when I went to the mayor's office, when I went to the Crown Plaza, I did it as a concerned citizen. And then I met you and I fell in love with you. I fell in love with your family. I fell in love with fighting for your daughter. And so I'm getting on here today to expose my cousin, to expose this China Fox, and expose this young girl with the last name Brown. And once again, I got all the receipts. And so, with that being said, Mama Teresa, you don't know who you can trust. You got a lot of stuff coming at you at one time. I'm going to be. Now, let me also make sure I say this and put it in there. People say I did it for attention. I use my platform to keep attention on it. You can't use that no more. They said I tried to get money out of it. From what I'm understanding, my cousin allegedly made some fake pages and showed it to you as if I'd made them to raise funds. But I only talked about one. I only used one. And guess what? I still have it. I still have the legend. I still have the money. But you also know what I still have? Outside of the love that I have for y'all, I still have the fight because we still haven't had answers. We still don't have understanding. And there's so many people who are lost. And this thing became bigger than Mama Teresa. It became bigger than me. It became bigger than Kanika because for the first time, the entire nation, including people across the world, were joined together in this fight. And so today, I'm telling y'all, if I got to be up there by myself, I want to meet, I'm putting this out there. There's only one way I will not go. And that is if you, Mother Teresa, after you said that you forgive the church, you forgive the hotel, you forgive everybody. Mama, with the misunderstanding, I'm asking you to consider speaking to me and letting me show you what I have. I'm asking you to consider that maybe our motives were completely pure. And with that, if it's alone, because I promised, I will be up there tomorrow at 6 o'clock in Rosemont at Crown Plaza fighting for Kanika. Unless you tell me flat out, I can't. And that's the only thing that will stop me. This is so much bigger. People believed in something for a change. I saw young people out there fighting for her that probably have never fought for anything. I see the negativity and I hear the noise in the chat. But I'm going to tell you what I understand all these years of being an advocate. It was never designed to make people comfortable. It was never designed to be popular, and nor was it designed to be easy. We were never designed to protest so that we would make people comfortable. It's called a fight for a reason. It's called a demand for a reason. And so today, I put it all out there. People will believe what they will. Go ahead, y'all. Do damage. Go find out who these people are and do it on your own. Because one thing that I've seen in this is that we have been unbreakable, we've been unstoppable, and God has been exposing. I'm going to keep on praying. Not just with my mouth, but with my actions. And I'm asking the family of Kanika Jenkins to open up the lines of communication. Let's get an understanding. Let's not let them win. Let's not let skepticism and paranoia and negativity win. That is what's always been winning with our people. But if we do this right, you all know that after almost 2,000 people showed up on that Friday, they had to come from every angle to destroy what we had built together. And now, to all those cops that were laughing and smiling, I'll see you tomorrow. Unless Mama Teresa say I can't. If you're willing to come with me, it might be hard. I want you to send the message, and I'm going to make it clear. This isn't about me. I've not done this on my own. There is so many people that have given up almost everything. And if nothing else, I'm also fighting for them. I'm also fighting for them. I'm also fighting for everybody who got connected to this, believe it or not, like it or not, because they stayed in tune with my life and other people's lives, because they didn't feel comfortable, because mama, we couldn't sleep, because mama, some of us felt afraid, some of us were confused, some of us with all the speculation didn't know what to do. And so people saying, well, why do this on live? People say, why not go to her? I can't. I'm doing it through the only avenue. And I'm saying, mama, if you tell me I can't, it's flat out that I won't. But I'm telling you, this is not about us anymore. Society needs a lesson of real unity and real victory. And God chose your family. He chose you, no matter who like it, no matter who don't, to deliver it. I'm asking for your forgiveness. I'm asking for the forgiveness of anybody that was affected in any negative way. Mama, I'm not mad at Mama Teresa. I'm not mad at you. I don't care about anything that's happened. I don't care about anything that's said. I looked you in your eyes. And at the end of the day, I got a little bit of discernment. And so with all this other speculation, they even saying what the hotel might have did. Guess what? Well, isn't it powerful to see that nothing is able to stop us but the word of Mama T. If you say flat out, no, I don't want you to. I don't know you cannot. We won't. But mama, if you don't think that I care about you after all of this, if you don't see who really got your back and who really in your corner after all of this, if you really allow these people that are around you to sway you, then I'm going to just keep on praying. I'm going to keep on believing, and I'm going to keep on trusting God. But Chicago, I love you. In America, sometimes you be tripping. You know what? I came on here to give understanding. I'll take, as I have done in times past, 5 questions. And I'm done. 5 questions, and that's it. Come on, let's go. Please share this and get it to Mama Teresa. I'm only asking you to open the lines of communication. And let's solve this. And let's get the victory we started out fighting for. I done invested too much. I done gave up too much. I done lost team members on my staff for a campaign, for run for mayor of Chicago. I don't care what people say. That was already out there. Well before any of this came. I don't care what nobody said about my finances. Well, how you doing? I'm going to say your name. And I'm looking forward to talking to you, Lamont. Lamont just walked in my home. I walked in the house. I'm going to talk to my brother. Okay. Who has a question? I'm continuing. I swear to God, I'm just saying this. I'm saying, why am I going back? I'm going back because of those young people who had finally found hope. It was rival factions up there that if they walked across the street, they could have got killed, from the city of Chicago fighting for Kanika because they was not accepting what was given to them. I'm fighting for the many families that travel from near and far who believe. I'm fighting for the unity that we obtain. I'm fighting for the people who recognize a bigger picture, that is the 99% that need to band together and destroy the injustices that are caused by the 1%. I'm fighting for the people who understood finally that this wasn't about race or about the police. Y'all want to make this one. Y'all want to try to point fingers and tear it apart. Well, guess what? That's why I'm going to show up. And that's why you're going to keep talking behind the screen. And that's why no matter what has happened, it's not going to be able to diffuse or destroy what's going to come out of this. And be it whatever comes out of it. Be it that whatever the conclusion of it is, guess what? I hold no regrets. Because I know that based on the information that was given to us, we did the right thing. But not only that, we proved to the whole damn world what young, black, serious, genuine men and women can do when we put all the extra stuff aside, come together and fight for something we believe in. That when the media leaves, even in this day, we still can connect the entire world around something and move it forward. And so my commitment to Mama stands. But my commitment to Kanika stands as well. I'll give whatever it takes, even if it's people trying to destroy and pick my name apart, to get justice for her life. Now, answer these, give me these 5 questions, and I'm done for real. I see you're hurt. It's breaking my heart, but stay encouraged. I'm encouraged. That's what you do. I said it. Leadership requires sacrifice. Sometimes you got to forget about how you feel. And you can't move about what you see, only about what you believe. And I believe exposing. But I believe we was too close to exposing. And I believe we was too damn powerful. And I believe we cannot stop. What the autopsy results? The only autopsy results that I have conclusive, that I've heard of, is that it was inconclusive. Please apologize to church falsely accused. Keep the fighting standing. I'm going to tell you this. Now, y'all want to, Angel Pierre says to please apologize to the church. That's fine. If the church was mishandled, I apologize. And I'm the one who called them out. And I hold no regrets for that, for this one reason. I apologize to the church if they was mishandled, or if there were some misunderstandings in this situation. But I won't apologize to the church for remaining silent in the most pressing issues of our generation. I won't apologize to the church for staying in the 4 walls when we have needed y'all desperately for years outside of the four walls. I'll apologize to the church if their name has been slandered undeservingly. But I will not apologize to the church, because from the church, I can tell you that the church has not stood up, and it needs to be a wake-up call. So I'm sorry for what I need to be sorry for, but I'm not sorry for what I don't. Did Teresa get $20,000? I do not know what Teresa has gotten physically. That's two questions. I don't know. Nor do I even care about money. I never cared about money. It was never about money. She can get all the money in the world. It still won't replace her daughter. And again, that don't even matter. Are you still running for mayor? I do not know what I'm doing with that. I have literally, I'm saying this on record, and I'm saying it specifically. And my campaign team felt that I was not focused. Running for a city like Chicago, you got to be in Chicago dealing with Chicago issues. And because it's so close to the next year when we have to get ready for the campaign, I lost some of my most prized assets in organizing this campaign in my exploratory committee. So that is something that I'm unsure of. And because of all of this bull crap, I want for Chicago to get what it deserves. I don't want Chicago to be robbed of an opportunity to get rid of the worst mayor, Rahm Emanuel, that this city has ever had. Put that on record. Third question. Fourth question, let's go. The news station said they met with the hotel on today. Can't confirm nor deny. I did talk to the newspaper. I know they're going to put that stuff out in the media about the fund. We're moving forward. I'm moving forward. I hope you will too. Is this death bigger than the mother's desires? I'm telling you all, and this has always been hard for me to say from the jump. Kanika brought us together, but we have to stay together. And so it is way bigger now than Kanika's transition, not her death. She's very much alive. It is bigger than her in her transition, and it's always hard to relay that message without it seeming like you're trying to dilute the focal point. But at this moment, I've articulated why I'm going back, even understanding that it could possibly put me on the line on many different fronts, and why I came on here to say this, because of what it could do on many fronts. It's way bigger than her. But she definitely helped set a new standard and a new tone. That was 4. Last question. Okay, it's too many comments. I got to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm sorry, I missed a lot. I'm going to read the first question that I see come up. The first question. Type your question. Sheena is on here. I think she just spoke for herself. Sheena's actually on the plane back home. But I'll tell you what I know about Sheena. Sheena is stellar. That woman been with me since Mount Greenwood. And Sheena, I know, if I'm in it, she ain't gonna leave me hanging. Did you change your mind about attending the funeral? I'm now focused on the fight, and I pray that I get to meet the young lady that we have meet her to pay her my respects. I pray that I'm afforded the honor to pay my last respects to the young lady that went from being a news article to being my whole life. But if it's not in the best interest of things, that I won't do. But I'm praying and hoping that Mom will see this message, and that the family will see this message and open the lines of communication, so that let me tell you something, lies can only live in darkness. But when you put a light on them, the truth has to come out. And I put myself on the carpet for every accusation, saying willingly and humbly, if you all open the line of communication, I will submit myself to whatever questions you have, be it private or public. I'm not afraid. I got nothing to hide. And my cousin, this is your last time popping up You look me in my face. This is your last time popping up to bring division and divisiveness and destruction. You know better than what you're saying. And I got to pray every day. God help me forgive you. Because you're wrong. Now y'all done went on record and said a whole lot, and I'm telling you you're wrong. And you know it. And then you pull up this fake message. I'm telling y'all what they do. They pull up this text message that she texted me one day and says, "Did you do this?" And my response was, "I can't even believe you asked me that. That hurts so bad." And she said, "Well, if that hurts you, then you need to toughen up." That doesn't, what does that say? What does that say? It says that you hurt me, damn it. Because you know better. Last question and I'm on. Can you reach out to her? I understand you are hurt. But can you reach out? I have reached out to the best of my ability. This is the last resort. Now everybody want to talk about God. The Bible says that if you have an alt, you take it to them. If that doesn't work, you bring a witness. If that don't work, you do it in the public. Do you understand? So I've not been able to connect on any level. And so now I'm doing it for the public. I'm humbling myself and I'm putting it out there and I'm saying to the family, will you please open the lines of communication? All right? Chicago. And again, the proof is in the pudding. What did I gain? What did I gain? Everybody was saying, we saw what y'all did. Y'all good. Keep it moving. We saw the videos. We saw what y'all said about the fund. We gave to both the fund for Kanika and the fund for the protesters. Y'all did the right thing in raising the fund for protesters because somebody had to take care of them. You honored your word. We saw you at jail support. People stayed in your house. You fed them. You had people bonded out. You reimbursed people. Everybody was saying y'all good across the board. They were saying it. So what did I really gain coming on here? And as the people trying to say, create a circus. I'm sacrificing because I'm not about to let them rob us of what God has given us. And how can I pray that God do something and abandon him when I'm believing that he's going to do it? That doesn't make sense. And for the record, for the last time, the only thing that's going to make me stop or make me feel like I can't do it is if mama get on and say, Jedediah, you cannot do it at all. But the last thing I heard is that everybody and anybody that's willing to help me with my child show up. And I don't understand why that would not include me. And so we got to get to the bottom of that. It needs to be exposed. And also, if we're going to expose, I'm saying this to the family, expose the source because we know what's going on. As a matter of fact, I feel like I should come on another phone and share with y'all what I got, the proof that I got. This stuff is unreal. But I thank God because in all of this, he's been doing a whole lot of exposing. And that's how I know it's in a God move and it's not done. The final exposing is going to be what happened to Kanika. Justice. Chicago, I love you. America, sometimes you be tripping. But I love you too, regardless.